Because yeah, there was that scorpion thing that was just like, and I ran for it. I just booked it. I couldn't do it anymore.
And what about the dead
what's
body?
That I'm probably zoning out, guys. Well, what are you talking about now?
When I buried that dead body in the mystical forest with the giant scorpion.
I've always preferred the mystical desert, but
It was a giant scorpion, a lot of oxygen. I'm getting lightheaded. Oh shit, we're live. Hi. Guess who's back?
long time, and he's actually hosting it this time, so
Yeah.
And Loki's not here, so it's a sausage fest. We're going to be incredibly sexist and misogynist tonight.
well, that's gonna be fun.
A mouth's full of food.
I could join you. I had a whole box of cookies, so
Yes, that's a great way to conduct a hangout. Let's all eat stuff. Chew into the microphone. Here, let me drink something.
Well, I got some wonderful French fruity beer, so I could drink that.
Fruity, why you drink that pre-flavored bullshit?
It's probably not even made in France.
Right? It was probably made in Quebec. They're like, oh,
I drink beer, you guys make fun of me. I drink moonshine, you guys make fun of me. Come on, give me a break here.
Yeah, I mean, aren't you beginning to see a pattern, Dorian? We just make fun of you. Period. We don't care what you do.
Which causes me to drink more. So
there you go.
We're trying to drive you to drink.
It's about time you become an American. Shit.
Don't you know that's how guys show affection to one another? They insult the hell out of each other.
Yep, very true.
I don't believe that. No, that's all a myth.
Yeah, that's because you're a fucking idiot.
I call my best friend a cunt all the time.
All right, this is gonna be interesting though.
We got Witchy Jim in the chat. We got High Trash, or excuse me, I Am Trash, Moat of Labros, Comedic Witchcraft, and Kawaii's Witch. Hey everybody, how's it going?
Oh, he must be hungover. Yeah, probably. I wouldn't doubt it. Welcome to my humble abode. This is my room now.
Oh, I can see that.
Yeah, it's a little it's cozy.
Oh man, all right. So we're gonna continue off with our guy who doesn't understand Thor and Loki and Odin.
It's all the same to him.
Well, I got a video coming out on Tuesday where this girl claims that Santa is really the god Saturn and stuff like that. It's just crazy.
See, when I first started studying the Eightfold Year and everything, I read about the Holly King and the Oak King.
Yeah.
And I'm like, the Holly King looks a lot like Santa.
Ah. Well, it's interesting that the history behind that is there was actually only 4 holidays.
Mm-hmm.
There was October 31st, November 1st, February 1st, May 1st, and August 1st. And then they adopted the Gaelic names of them of Samhain, Imbolc, Beltane, and Lunasa. And then later on, I forget exactly when, but then they adopted the two the two solstices and the equinoxes, and then later on those got the names that we know them today. Litha. What's the other ones? Litha, Mabon, Yule, and what's the other one? Shit.
I'm drawing a blank myself. Come on, we're smart witches.
There's Mabon, Litha. Anyhow, those four got tacked on later.
Probably due to some Christian intervention. My guess. We are watching this one.
Let's see if somebody in the chat mentioned it. Nope, not yet. What's the fourth one I'm missing, guys? Let us know. It's escaping my memory right now.
Yeah, we're all drawing blanks up here. The three wise men are drawing blanks.
Well, June 21st is Litha. December 21st is Yule. March 21st is Ostara.
There you go.
Ostara, and then Mabon.
Yes. We don't need that. Oh, are you seriously? Oh, yeah, that's weird. Okay, so it's Mullet Man, our favorite person in the whole wide world. All right. You guys ready? We're ready.
Oh, I'm always ready for more Mullet Man.
Its element is fire. That's why one of the Christmas colors that you see the most of is red, because it represents the element of fire. Let's look at some of those traits now. He's an elderly man, jovial and friendly. He's heavy build, with a long white beard and hair. Element is fire, and his color is red. He drives a chariot drawn by two white goats called Cracker and Nasher. Sound like something else. He was the Yule god at Christmas time. He lived in the Northland, the North Pole. He was benevolent to humans, and the fireplace was a sacred place to him. And
Boy,
he
this
came
guy's
out
got
to
it all wrong.
into his...
Yeah, you're talking about Thor, right?
Huh? He's talking about Thor, but you know, the story of Santa Claus has been it's like a conglomeration of several different stories. There's obviously, yes, Odin is one element of it, but then there's also the Krampus figure, which is, you know, the German version who goes around with Saint Nicholas, and he's the one that punishes the bad kids. And then there's also the element of the Wild Hunt, which is where we get the reindeer from. And those are pretty much it, I think. But yeah, I mean, the whole American Christmas Santa Claus thing is just a conglomerate. It's just a conglomerate of all kinds of various things. But it's not just Thor.
Yeah, I never heard Thor being anywhere near that. It was always just like Odin, like you said, it was Odin that was more associated with that time. I've never heard Thor being part of that, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
This element, the fire. Thor is probably history's most celebrated pagan god. His influence is obvious today as it was in ancient time, because the fifth day of the week is named after Thor, Thursday, or Thor's Day, by the Romans. Thor's and a hammer is...
No, Thor's Day wasn't Thursday wasn't named Thor after the Romans. It was actually after the Norse, the Anglo-Saxon. Romans called Thursday after Jupiter. And I can't remember what it was, but if anybody ever looks up the Latin names of the days of the week, they'll see that each one of those is a planet. And Jupiter was the day of Thursday. And also, you'll see it in French too, in French language and Latin and Italian. But then if you see it in German, you'll see that it's Thursday or Thursday or something like that. I forget exactly how it's pronounced.
It's also the symbolic tool of the carpenter, toy builder, Santa Claus. Thor's helpers were imps and fairy-like creatures who were also skilled craftsmen. Brothers and sisters, listen to me carefully. If you study the Celtic religion, or you study the Celtic culture, you'll find that fairies and imps, or elves, were not your little cute little creatures that ran around and made toys. These were mischievous, nasty little creatures. People feared them. Even in Ireland today, the legend goes about leprechauns and about elves, and they fear these things. They're not the cute little, guy in the green top hat, oh Lord, nothing like that. They were nothing like that. These people feared these things. They were nasty.
Okay, there are fairies that are pranksters and tricksters, little wee folk. Just to bunch them all together. But then there are also, house fairies that, if you can get them into your house, they help you out. They clean for, milk and honey, But not everybody fears or despises all fairies or all the wee folk. So I don't know where he's getting all that. He probably watched Leprechaun one too many times.
Probably.
And you notice that they are also craftsmen. This is what you're seeing here is a representation. This is a portrait of Santa wearing his crown of thorns. And notice also the halo. Remember we talked about the summer solstice, the winter solstice? And the winter solstice was how the sun positions itself in the sky. What you're seeing around him, the halo, represents the sun. And you'll notice that he has a crown on his head, and it's made of holly, berries, and mistletoe. And brothers and sisters, that is nothing more than a mockery of the crown of thorns on the head of Christ.
No, it's not.
Wouldn't that have... Say that. If you're going to make a mockery of a crown of thorns, make it out of metal then at least. Like, way if you're going to do it like that. Like, come on.
It was one of it's just an easy way to represent the Holly King. And then the Oak King has the other crown, which is of oak leaves and acorns.
Yeah.
So that's all it means. It's not a mockery of Jesus's crown of thorns.
Besides, in almost every ancient civilization,
I mean, the crown of thorns. I can't even talk. The crown of thorns itself was a mockery because Jesus was supposed to be the king of the Jews. So the Romans put the crown of thorns on his head and said, "Here, be the king then."
And the sun being the halo behind the head, ancient cultures have been doing that forever. The Egyptians done it. Even the Buddhists have done it with the Buddha. It's a very common symbol to do that.
Today we see this character in department stores and malls nationwide. Children are told that if they're good, he's going to bring them good gifts, and he knows the secrets of each and every child in the world. And that's how parents control their children even today. If you're not good, Santa's not going to come see you. We've heard that. I heard it as a child. I mean, if I was doing something bad, I straightened up real quick because I didn't want to get missed. And we get the child to fear the creation more than the creator. They're fearing an image more than the Almighty God himself. Author Frances Weiser traces the origin of Santa to the Germanic god Thor in her handbook called Handbook of Christian Feasts and Customs. Behind the name Santa Claus stands the pagan god Thor. In Asia Minor, Santa was a common name for Nimrod. The fire god.
Is that even remotely true?
That's absolute bullshit. Because I think Santa, the word Santa is sort of a I think it was just kind of a twisting of the word saint, because he wasn't exactly a saint. I mean, it's based off of Saint Nicholas, who was supposed to be good with kids and give presents and blah blah blah, all that other stuff in medieval times. And Santa, I believe, came from saint. But no, Nimrod and Santa have absolutely nothing to do with each other. And so I don't know what book he's talking about. I've never read this book, but this lady, whoever wrote this book, is fucking insane.
I think one of us should just write our own book, like Undercover Pagan, The Truth Exposed and stuff like that, and just add all this random bullshit stuff that any little fact checking will prove it wrong, but people won't actually check it. So
yeah, but we should do it in reverse. We should do it about the Catholic or the Christian faith,
right?
Totally just make up shit about how they're cannibals and they drink the blood and eat the flesh. And they're always out recruiting people. And then also, you want to know another conspiracy theory? Do you know how many people in the government are Christians?
Tony law enforcement officers.
Yeah, exactly. They're in the military. They're in the police force, FBI, CIA, NASA, scientists. Most of the leaders of the free world are Christian. I mean, this conspiracy goes deep. There's a Bible everywhere. There's people. I mean, that's a conspiracy that's a rabbit hole nobody wants to go down.
All right, we're doing it.
God who came down the chimneys of the ancient pagans is the same fire god to whom infants were burned in human sacrifices. Today, Santa Claus comes from St. Nicholas, and that was conceived by Washington Irving in one of his books in 1809, and he started calling him Jolly St. Nick. And I thought that was kind of strange because, see, over in Wales and Scotland and Ireland and that region, Old Nick is the most common nickname for the devil. And Revelation 2, 6 and 15 talks about a doctrine of Nicolaitans, something that God says he detests or hates. The word Nicolaitan means...
I'm not familiar with that verse.
Yeah.
It's in Revelations.
Obviously.
The book of Revelation, so.
Oh, okay. So were those the smokers of the day? Were they the nicotines?
I have no idea. Maybe they're just the cool kids just hanging out in the bathroom all the time. So.
Yeah, I mean, I bet you they were a tribe somewhere in Galilee who just sat around and smoked.
Smoked the devil's lettuce and stuff like that. So.
Yeah,
I'm old.
Their god is Nicodermus.
Nicodermus.
Nicodermus EQ.
Yeah, exactly. Nicodermus EQ. He puts patches on his followers.
Hold on, guys. Yeah, a little bit. What's up?
Nothing much, man. You? What's up?
I gotta open a jar for the lady friend.
Okay.
Oh, shit. Howie.
I feel so young whenever I come on here with you guys. So
What'd you say? I couldn't hear you.
I feel so young every time I come on here.
I know. I'm just kidding.
The word Nikos means conqueror, destroyer. Ooh.
Nicolaitans are people who follow the conqueror, destroyer, Nimrod.
Well, I stopped there, being like,
man.
Nicolaitans are people who shop at Walmart and eat McDonald's every day.
And Laos, what does Laos have to do with that?
So, wouldn't Nicolation or whatever, like, if Santa really was like that, then they really bet on the wrong card. Because most people don't even believe Santa's real. And by the time you're like 4 years old, most kids don't even know Santa's real. It's like, oh, parents would make me be nice, or at least 1 month out of the year or so.
Yeah, and once you get to like usually junior high school, I don't know. I think I don't know what the equivalent is in Canada, but by that time, you're like pretty much everybody knows that Santa Claus doesn't exist. So it's a very brief period of your life, your young childhood, where you believe in Santa Claus. But when you get into your teens is when especially boys really begin to rebel. And by that time they already know that Santa Claus, is fake. So it really doesn't matter. What the hell is going on? What is he doing?
Yeah. I'm not sure if I can even jump on and take over.
What did he get into, like a fight?
Well, maybe he broke a hip.
So, yeah. Let's see. So, Nicodemus. Yeah. That's one crazy guy.
So if I remember correctly, though, it is from the Bible, the Nicolaites. I can't even pronounce that right now, but
Nicolaitans,
yeah.
the Nicodemus people, the people of nicotine.
All right, there you go. It's Revelations chapter 2, verse 6 to 15.
Mm-hmm. And what were they? Were they all smokers?
Well, in Revelations, the gates of hell open up. So
What are you guys do? Don't buy gelato. That fucking son of a bitch. Oh,
What'd you say, old man?
I got it. I have slain the gelato cap. Oh, that was a task and a half. Oh.
So I found the actual Bible verse if you want me to read it.
Oh,
Sure,
you did?
go for it.
All right, so it's from Revelations chapter 2. I'm just going to read the one right before it. So verses 5 and 6. Consider how far you have fallen. Repent, and do not do things you did at first. If you do not repent, I'll come to you and remove your lampstand from its place. But you have this in your favor. You hate the practices of the Nicolaitans, which I also hate.
So what was the threat, though? They're going to remove your lamp?
So in the Revelations, the lampstands represented these churches back then. And there were churches that God said, you know what, you guys are on thin ice, but if you repent and do this stuff, I'll accept you and you guys will still be in my good graces. So
Yeah,
he's threatening to remove them from his good grace. But
he said something about taking somebody's lamp from them, right?
Oh, it's a metaphor and stuff like that. Like the lamp is...
No. The Bible is literal. You cannot take it. So according to that verse, God is going to take people's lamps.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you start thinking the Bible's a metaphor, I mean, that's just crazy talk.
That's wrong. You're wrong.
Everybody knows that Samson defeated Goliath with the jawbone of an ass. That's not metaphorical.
Well, that's my bad then, because I thought the Bible is written many ways. So,
And also, men can lie. Men cannot lie with another man, but you know, everything else is okay. You just can't lie with another man.
And apparently, you can fuck your own daughters. That's horrible.
Well, yeah,
I mean,
but
your
only if
daughters are
you're
allowed.
drunk,
Only if they get you drunk.
right?
Yeah.
It's horrible. That's fucked up. I'm locking my liquor cabinet.
All right. Thanks for that.
All right. Shall we
Dwayne.
press play? Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
Follower of Nicholas. And the word Nikos means conqueror or destroyer. Laos means people. Therefore, Nicolaitans are people who follow the conqueror and destroyer, Nimrod.
Great. 2 + 2 = 20.
You can't argue with logic like that.
Okay, so Nikos Laos is Nimrod.
Nimrod, called the hunter, is often pictured with wings holding reindeer and a fir tree.
Really?
Or
Yes.
a Christmas.
I never seen an image like that of Nimrod.
I've seen Nimrod having wings, but I've
But
never
not-
seen reindeer.
Or a tree.
But I think that's because he was based off of a Babylonian king. I think.
Yeah, I'm a little rusty on my Nimrod history, so.
Yeah.
History. Old Nick is a well-known British name of the devil, and it seems probable that this name is derived from the Dutch Nieken, meaning the devil. Besides the name Satan, he's also called Beelzebub, Lucifer, and in popular or rustic speech by many familiar terms as Old Nick, taken from the Oxford English Dictionary.
Yeah,
Santa
but
Claus originated from
especially in the Bible, the character of Lucifer and the character of Satan or Hasatan are two different characters.
Exactly.
They're often conflated together, but they're different characters. Lucifer is the fallen star or the fallen angel, and then Hasatan is the adversary, the antichrist of God, according to their Bible. But even so, Satan essentially works for God. I mean, he's given dominion over man by God. So, but Lucifer doesn't. Lucifer and Satan are two different characters.
Yeah, Lucifer is also a minor, what is it, Roman deity? A minor Roman sun god?
No, just a representation of Venus, the morning star.
So it's all it's all just a bunch of bullshit. Trying to tear down the pagans.
the character identified as the devil or Satan. Now watch closely. The rearranging of letters called anagrams in order to hide secret names.
Oh crap!
I knew it. I knew it. He's got us, guys. We're on the ropes now.
Dyslexic Satanists worship Santa.
Yeah, boy, they really screwed that up back in the Middle Ages. They're like, hey, let's think up this Satan character, and we'll fool all the kids with Satan. Yeah, but we can't call him Satan. We got to call him something else. Well, what if we rearrange the names of Satan and made it into Santa? Yeah, that'll work.
What the fuck? Good going, guys. Yes. Great brain work here.
We're fucking geniuses. They'll never figure that out.
Let's go also for some froyo now too. Day is done. There's our $1,000.
Yep.
Names or words has long been used in the occult. In fact, one of the most infamous Satanists of all time, a man named Aleister Crowley, who wrote a book called Magic, M-A-G-I-C-K, said, "Let all things be concealed." and let all things be done backwards. So
Okay,
that
name.
the common.
He's got to name one anagram in the occult.
I don't use anagrams, and most pagans I know, they rhyme when they do the rituals.
It doesn't. Yeah, there's no anagrams. I mean, you could make an anagram, but it's not. It's nothing that I've ever come across.
He's a liar.
And it didn't begin with the Jewish occult book called the Kabbalah. The Kabbalah was incorporated into the Western occult tradition, but it's not. But it didn't begin with it. It began with. Well, it began with ancient philosophy and astrology. The Kabbalah came on later.
Much later.
Mm-hmm.
Man won't try to figure it out. And it began with the Jewish occult book called the Kabbalah. And the Platonists had strange notions as to the influence of anagrammic virtues, particularly if anagrams involved from names or persons. So an anagram is a name with reversed lettering in it.
Did this guy have a stroke or something?
I think he mentioned something about that. Yeah.
Because I don't know if you guys can see it at home, but like one side of his face when he's talking looks like it's all skewed up.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he mentioned something about that early on.
Because that's how my mom talks. She had a stroke a while back. So like one side of her mouth kind of like hangs down when she's talking.
So that it hides a code name. Helena Petrova Blavatsky, try to say that 3 times fast, was a Satanist and New Age teacher, and she writes in her book called The Secret.
She was not a Satanist. She was definitely New Age, but she wasn't a Satanist.
Just writing The Secret Doctrine. I don't think I read that one.
Yeah, I read it.
Any good? Worth it?
Well, it's all right. I mean, she's very much into ascended masters, and there's a lot of this this very new agey thought, like we're all basically just energy in bodies, and eventually we can escape the reincarnation cycle and become ascended masters like other people. But then you have ascended masters who come down and guide you. And I mean, it's interesting reading, but it's not anything that I really bought into.
So if anybody at home is practicing something like that, I guess read that book then?
Well, I mean, it's good reading. I mean, H.P. Blavatsky is, she's definitely one of the most fundamental people, definitely of the New Age movement. And she did have some, yeah, I mean, she's a good author. I mean, it's stuff to read, I mean, some stuff you can read and just kind of take it with a grain of salt, just like if it's something that you really relate to, then maybe that's something that fits you. But sometimes you read stuff and you're like, this doesn't resonate with me at all. But sometimes it's just good to have that knowledge.
Right.
Secret Doctrine. In volume 3, page 78, she says, many a mysterious sacred name conveys to the people ear no more than some ordinary and often vulgar or common word, because it is concealed anagrammatically or otherwise. And now it stands proven, she's still talking, that Satan or the red fiery dragon, the Lord of Phosphorus, and Lucifer, or light bearer, is in us. It is in our mind, our tempter, our redeemer, our intelligent liberator, and savior. The name isn't important, she says. It's in the letters.
But those are 2 different page numbers.
Was it?
Yeah. One was 513 and the other one was 350. Can you go back a little bit?
Okay, so
See?
this one's 350.
This is page 350, and then the other one is from page 513. And then this is from volume 2, page 78. So he's taking different quotes from different books, different sections of a book to slap it together into something. I'll have to look up that. I'll see if I can find that. It's going to take me a little bit, though, so go ahead.
He's strawmanning real hard right now.
Well, he's just, yeah, he's making it, he's putting together shit to make something up.
Our Redeemer, our intelligent liberator and Savior. The name isn't important, she says. It's in the letters. Lucas and Lucius are New Age code words for Lucifer. Alice Bailey, one of the most prolific people who adopted the New Age movement. She was one of the founders of the New Age movement. How many know that it's not New Age at all? It's actually Old Age. It's going back to witchcraft. They just call it New. But she founded the Lucifer Publishing Company, and in 1924, she named the name. She changed it to Lucius Trust. Now, did she change the name? No. It still stands for Lucifer. Lucius stands for Lucifer. So let's look at Santa Claus. We know that Satan and Lucifer are one and the same being.
Nope.
And the name then comes to light. Because if you change the name around, anagrammatically, you see that Santa is actually Satan and Claus is Lucius. So it's Satan Claus.
No, it's Satan Lucian, so get it fucking right. Jeez. Oh.
Miss Reed, you see these?
I'm going to be right back.
This is a big church.
Did you want us to pause?
No, it's all good.
But there's Christmas trees in the church, and apparently that's bad.
Church, and what you see here, down the side here, are people. So that's how big that church is. That's their heads right there. I don't know why that phoenix is there. But all around this church, there are wreaths of all shapes and sizes. And there's an interesting thing about the Christmas wreath. They're found hanging on thousands of houses in America every year. We put them on our doors. We put them on our.
I hope. Can you pause it for a second? I hope he brings up. I've heard this conspiracy before. Christmas trees are penises and are like wombs and stuff like that. Like, so you pretty much got like penises and vaginas all over the place. I hope that's the point he's trying to make right now.
You know what? I think I actually did something last Christmas on my channel with that. Or it was either I did it or Heathen did it.
About it all being like penises and wombs and stuff like that.
I forgot where it's at. If any of the subscribers know, let me know. I'm drawing a blank. So much shit has happened last year.
Yeah. So I was looking up that thing from the Secret Doctrine, and it's too much to go into right now. We'd have to go back, so we'll just continue on.
Okay.
This is a Colorado couple who put up a peace sign wreath, and it was banned by the city's housing authority because it was an Antichrist symbol. Now, isn't it kind of strange that a housing authority understands that this is a Antichrist symbol, but when you put the Masonic symbol in anything, that's good.
I highly doubt that. I think there was something else to that story. Like, they probably couldn't put up the decoration for some reason. I doubt they said it was an Antichrist symbol, and so they couldn't put it up. That's just my gut feeling.
Maybe it was like on the housing authority. They don't really have any say for public property, because that's the only other reason why I would. Ooh, sorry. see them having any fits about it. Because people have peace signs all over the goddamn place. It's not stretching.
Yeah, but there is some kind of weird belief that somehow the peace sign means like Antichrist or something, because it sort of looks like an upside down cross, but not really. You know, if you look at it, you sort of see it, but it doesn't have anything to do with that.
I always thought it was a bird's foot.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a bird's foot.
Roz, man, you can make anything into anything, so.
Yeah, well, exactly. They can twist any symbol into any other symbol they want.
It's a rocket with the force field around it.
Yep, exactly.
It belongs with Star Wars.
Yeah. That's why Illuminati symbolism is everywhere, the triangle. Because you can't make any logo without using a circle, a square, or a triangle.
And that's exactly what I should do when I start my own church. It's going to be like the most basic symbols everywhere.
Yep.
The Church of Geometry.
It'll be the Church of Dorian.
Sorry, to be a member of my church, you need to make sure you buy yourself a TI-83 calculator before you step in this building.
You have to have a pocket protector.
Oh,
You need at least 3 pens in your pen pocket before you can get your blessings. So.
And suspenders. Suspenders. with the ankle high corduroys.
Again, our discernment's gone. And so what they did is they put this sign on there. By the way, that's also the sign of the broken cross. When you're initiated into Satanism, you're given a ceramic cross. You turn the 2 points up, so the cross is now upside down, and you take those points and you break them down, symbolizing your break with all forms of Christianity.
Yeah, we forgot to ask Raul about that, but I'm pretty sure that's bullshit.
I read the Satanic Bible in the other book that goes along with sister book that goes along with it. I've never read anything about that anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bullshit.
Cross comes from. If you turn it upside down so that now the 3 points are up, what it means is it's the crow's foot, and it's a powerful spell casting symbol in occultism. Here it is. Now they put lights on it.
Yeah, I haven't learned that.
On their house.
You what?
What'd you say, Dorian?
I haven't found that symbol yet, man, and I have like a huge library of books like that.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of the rune. I forget which one it's called, but if it was right side up, it would remind me of that one.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't remember the name of it. Yugach or something like that. Some weird name. Loki would know if she was here.
I haven't heard anything further about whether or not they put that back up again or something different. Here's a wreath. This is one of the Christmas wreaths that you see in churches a lot. They're decorated with lights. They have pine cones on them, holly, things like that. You even find them in malls. They're big, and they're always well lit, so they glow. The interesting thing about the wreath is that it's also this this was real interesting. I found this. This is a representation.
I want that. That is awesome. Oh, that just looks like a couple Halloween masks with a bunch of those fox feather python things. That actually looks really cool.
And it's supposed to be a wreath of Old Man Christmas. Now, I hope you can see that. But what I want you to see is that face there is clearly a demonic devil face. And there
Clearly.
and there's another faces down here.
It looks kind of like those Japanese onis.
A little bit, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like what samurais would have worn.
Yeah.
You know what? That probably is some places like Japan or something.
Yeah, probably.
Here, demonic faces down here, and that's supposed to be a Christmas decoration found in a mall. I won't tell you what city that's in, but it's in a mall here in the United States. Wreaths are circular, and in all pagan witchcraft practices and beliefs, the circle is a fertility symbol, and it symbolizes the female womb. In the Occult in Your Living Room, one of the first things I did on that video was I showed you all the occult symbols, and I showed you one of the symbols was the circular snakes forming a circle, the snakes coming up and then their heads forming at the top. And that was a 2,000-year-old, over 2,000-year-old symbol of fertility. It represents the female.
Was that the symbol he showed after the Blue Oyster Cult symbol?
I remember this one. It was horrible. Didn't he also put you can put another band symbol up there too, instead of with demonic.
Yeah, he had, let's see, the Blue Oyster Cult. I can't remember the other one.
There was a skull with a lightning bolt in it.
Skull with a lightning bolt in it. Okay.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the band now. I'll think of it. It'll come to me.
Womb. It's also referred to as the circle of life, and in the Celtic tradition, it represents the wheel of the year. It's made of evergreen, holly, and pine cones, and it represents their gods and goddesses of Yule. That's what the wreath is. Mistletoe. Now you see this hanging over the doorway during during the holiday season, and did you ever ask yourself, why do we kiss? Because we're standing underneath poisonous and parasitic shrubbery. It's true. It's true. Mistletoe will kill a tree in a heartbeat. It's a marathon.
It won't kill a tree.
It'll kill us.
I think we should check with Mythbusters on that one.
Yeah, if you eat the white berries, yes, they're very poisonous.
Yeah, don't eat mistletoe. And if you handle it, please wash your hands with acetone.
Yeah.
To other plants. And we have to ask ourselves, why do we put this over our best girl or our wife or, whoever it is we want to kiss from? And why is that custom celebrated on Christmas time? Well, the word mistletoe was derived from the Anglo-Saxon words mean mistle, which means dung or poop, and ton, which means twig. And mistletoe is
poopy twig.
I doubt that.
The Old English version of mistletoe. It's a plant thought to be named after bird droppings on a branch. You see, in the early centuries, they believed that it grew from birds. The birds would light onto a branch.
No, they didn't believe that.
And then this thing would grow. And so when you're kissing your best girl under mistletoe, you're kissing her under poop. I told you I wasn't going to shoot it.
That's a really
mistletoe was considered to be sort of like an aphrodisiac or supposed to sustain life, because first of all it grows in the winter time. It grows when the tree's sort of dead, and it grows out from that point. And mistletoe grows on all sorts of trees, apple trees, oak trees, all sorts of trees. But the mistletoe that grew on the oak tree, which is also the rarest, was the most sacred. And the ancient name for mistletoe is not mistletoe. Mistletoe is a more Anglo-Saxon name of it. I can't remember the Celtic name or the Irish or Welsh name for mistletoe, but it's shit. I can't remember what it was. But it doesn't mean bird poop.
That we know for sure.
Yeah, I mean, mistletoe has been it's supposed to be very sacred. It's the thing that they made an arrow out of to kill Balder, and who is impervious to every other magical weapon or mortal made weapon, but he wasn't impervious to mistletoe. And so there's a lot of lost meaning to mistletoe, but it was definitely seen as a fertility symbol. And that's why you kiss under it in the Christmas season, because it's not only good luck, but it's also supposed to make you fertile.
Ah.
How did this plant become entwined with Christmas? Well, in France, the reason that mistletoe is poisonous, they said, is because it was grown on a tree that was used to make the cross on which Jesus was crucified, which made it poisonous and parasitic, and now it has no place to live on and grow on the earth. The Vikings, dating back to the 8th century, believed that it has power to raise the dead. They related it to the resurrection of Balder, the god of the summer sun. The Druids believed it would perform miracles, like from fertility to healing diseases to protection from spells and curses. And they cut it off of oak trees in special ceremonies 5 days after the new moon following the winter solstice. So it was a
3 days.
And what they do is they use special white cloth to catch it, because they believed that if it hit the ground, it would contaminate it. And then the Druids sacrificed 2 white bulls while prayers were spoken, while this was all going on. And then the Druid priests would give out sprigs of this plant to the people, and now they believed that they had protection from evil spirits and storms.
Yeah, pause it for a second. I think that description is from Pliny the Elder. I could be mistaken. But supposedly they climbed up into the tree, and yes, they caught it by a white cloth. But he claims that they used a golden sickle, and so this is the question about this whole picture that Pliny is describing to us. Is if you try to cut mistletoe with a golden sickle, it's not going to work, because gold is too soft of a metal, and mistletoe is very tough. So they think maybe it might have been bronze that they may have used, and Pliny considered it to be gold. But this is an observer observing the Druids doing this. So we don't know exactly when they did it, but supposedly they did it when the moon was 3 days old, so it was crescent shaped.
Right. Well, and yeah, I can understand why somebody would say with a golden sickle when it's actually bronze, because if something's bronze or brass and it's brand new, it kind of does look a little goldish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but if you try to make a knife out of gold, it doesn't work. It's too soft.
Could melt the butter with the damn thing.
Yeah, if the butter was soft, you could probably cut it. Let's make sure that butter isn't frozen.
So why do we kiss under it? Well, mistletoe was believed to be a sexual symbol because of the consistency of the color of the berry juice, red, used by the Druids.
It's white.
Yeah. You want to turn your woman on? Give her some mistletoe. It might kill her in the process. Said to be the soul of the oak from which it grows. It was related to fertility and associated with the Roman festival of Saturnalia. Correct etiquette is for the man to remove one berry when he kisses a woman. And when all the berries are gone, you can't kiss under that plant anymore. And a couple who kisses under it will have good luck. If you don't, they'll have bad luck. Maidens would place it underneath their pillow to dream of their future lover. And burning the plant was used to foretell a woman's marital bliss or the lack of it.
I don't know where he's getting that information from.
Yeah, all I heard was, you know, if you get caught, if a couple gets caught under the mistletoe, they gotta kiss. That's all I ever heard.
Yeah, and the juice or the stuff that comes out of the white berries is white, not red. It's white.
Everything. Mistletoe is racist.
Yep, exactly.
So what you see is many of the customs and traditions that we celebrate in America are steeped in witchcraft and druid beliefs and practices. And we adopted it. And we let it into the church. Christmas bells. When you hear those Christmas bells, an alarm should be going off in your spirit that something's not quite right. These are the sort of things that we've got to start looking at as being not quite enough good to allow into our church. That we shouldn't be practicing. It's even in Harry Potter. The latest movie, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, takes place during the Christmas holidays. Now, why would witches and wizards celebrate a holiday if it had to do with Jesus Christ? They wouldn't.
Exactly.
Huh?
He said, why would witches and wizards celebrate a holiday that has to do with Jesus Christ? They wouldn't.
Well, I mean, it's just to me, it just seems so stupid because especially the holidays in America are they're a perfect melding of pre-Christian and Christian traditions. I mean, to me, it's a really nice balance. We understand the pre-Christian symbolism in it, and we can also see the Christian symbolism. It's like, I don't know why some of these Christians are bent on, separating anything that's pre-Christian from it. Because if you do, what are you going to have left? You're not going to have anything left. You're going to have like the Passover. That's it. That's all the holidays. So we're only going to have one holiday, Passover. That's it. I don't want that. I want my Christmas trees. I want my Halloween. I want all my fun, quote unquote pagan holidays.
I want to go out into a park and look for plastic eggs that's filled with candy.
Yeah.
That was laid by a rabbit apparently.
Exactly.
This is Hogwarts Wizardry of School of Wizardry and Witchcraft, and what you're seeing here is those are Christmas trees, and they're all levitated. They're floating in the air. There is a sun symbol and a crescent moon on that wall behind Harry. Here's Harry and his friend sitting here. There's all kinds of satanic and witchcraft symbols on the windows.
What the? How do people take this guy seriously? He's dissecting Harry Potter to make a point about Christmas. How can you take this guy seriously? It's just like all his credibility is now out the window.
Well, yeah, but they're satanic symbols.
Those a few stars, probably. He got it all in his fucking hands.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
All those family crests with stars and crescent moons on it, they're all satanic.
You got a sun on there behind a head.
These people are insane.
Are also symbols of priesthood and priestesshood in witchcraft or Wicca. Santa's reindeer are magical. Under the 19th century, Santa flew on a white horse from housetop to housetop. And it wasn't until the poem The Children's Friend in 1821 that the magical white horse was transformed into reindeer. And look what Revelation 6:2 says. And I saw and behold a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow and a crown was given to him. and he went forth conquering and to conquer. Children of Santa is propelled through the night by 8 magical reindeer who land Santa in an anti-gravity sleigh, so he's in a UFO, and land on housetops of good people all around the world. And the reindeer are horned animals, and they represent the horn god Pan. They're also referred to as the stag god in the pagan religion. And in the Satanism, the number 8 is the number of new beginnings. This is the symbol of brimstone. I'll show you another view of this. This is one of the symbols, new symbols adopted by the Church of Satan. This came after I left. And what it stands for is the double cross. Here's a representation of it. What you see is the cross, and you see the double cross here. That's clearly understood. But down here is the infinity symbol, but it also forms an 8, symbol of new beginning. And this is the symbol of brimstone. The devil plagues and torments us in the place where we're the most tender and weak. And in paradise, he fell not upon Adam, but upon Eve. The most vulnerable and least resistant, we said, are our children. And Jesus clearly warns us against harming any of our little ones. The younger years are the most spiritual, truthful in one's life. As we grow older, the logical and lustful and carnal mind dominates our life. And when that happens, we allow that to happen, it blinds our eyes to the spiritual things of God. Here's a Barna Research Group survey. This was conducted among teenagers all over the United States. And look here, under the subtitle "Displacing the Myths."
Hey, pause for a second. What was it? What was the name of that Gungan leader in the second installment of Star Wars?
Boss Nass.
Doesn't he remind you of that guy? You're gonna worship Satan. You're no pagan. You're a good Christian. You're no tree. You're no. He totally reminds me of that guy.
I'm a bad Christian.
You're no pagan. You're bad. You're a worship of Satan.
The mullet actually does remind me of of his little crown thing now that you mention it. I'm picturing it now. I can see him getting angry, just going.
Exactly. With all the saliva splashing all over the place. So I gotta get a screenshot of this guy and turn him into that. All right.
Thank you, modern technology. Thank you, internet.
Yeah, Moto Bra says. Brr, brr, brr.
Oh, we have too much fun with this. I miss this. I miss this, you guys. Oh man. Woo!
Well, you're welcome on anytime.
Oh, I know. I just been busy.
That's all right.
Oh. I'm kind of glad I'm not busy tonight.
Myth was that teen years are evangelistically productive. The reality is, if they're not saved by age 13, they probably never will be. Now, this is what the data show. The data clearly shows that the prime evangelistic years are those before a person becomes a teenager. Satan knows that. Just in time for Christmas, this was Christmas of last year, came a movie called The Golden Compass, written by a man who was an atheist. And the official movie website was real interesting because you could go onto it and you could create your own, what they called in the movie, a personal daemon or demon. And your child could go on this website, punch in their characteristics and their personality, and they would have a shape-shifting demon who would be their friend from now on. If it looks sweet and delicious, what we say, we'll eat it.
Nice.
Here's some kids, and look, they're playing on a satanic star, not knowing what it is. You ever ask yourself, do aliens celebrate Christmas? This is interesting because this is a crop circle found in a field in Nebraska in 1999. And these are the traditional Christmas star and snowflakes. And what you're seeing at that snowflake is you're seeing a six-pointed star. And there are six-pointed stars around that snowflake, or called the Philosopher's Stone.
What?
That is not the seal or symbol of David. It is the symbol of Solomon. It is the Star of Baal. Remember we said that Saul built temple to his wives and to their many gods. And then if you go to a lesser prophet in the scripture called Amos, in chapter 5, verse 25 through 26, God is very displeased with the people, and he says, you built unto yourselves the star of your God, Moloch, which is another name for Baal. It's one of the most powerful curse symbols in the occult. It's called the hexagram. This is the seal, the symbol of the Church of Satan.
It's actually a kind of cool plaque. That actually looks really cool.
Anton looks really Voldemort-like, though, right there. It's just like, I got my serpent also, Harry. I'm coming for you.
Harry Potter and the Satanic Founder.
Yeah, really.
The man with the snake around him is Anton LaVey. The man to the other side of him is the new pope of that church. You see the five-pointed inverted star with a lightning bolt. Christmas has become a commercial season, sponsored and kept alive by heavy retail advertising. Every time you turn on the TV during Christmas time, all you see is ways to spend your money. And people wonder why we're so depressed during Christmas time more than any other time. There's more suicide thoughts, more depression going on than any other time or any other season is around Christmas time.
More bankruptcy, more temper tantrums, more fights, more drunkenness. Well, Christmas is just, not a good time of year for anybody, huh?
Terrible.
And we're told and we're encouraged to keep the Christmas spirit, and yet we spend billions of dollars in merchandise every year, and it's hard to have any other spirit but broke. The very church itself has been seduced into keeping these satanic practices and traditions alive. So if you think that Christmas is about the celebration of the birth of Jesus, and if you think that it glorifies the Lord, and you think that it's okay to practice and allow into the church, then all I have to say to you is Merry Christmas.
Yay, Merry Christmas to you too.
Happy Consumerism Day. Yay. Oh.
That guy is nuts.
I guess I was the guy. Oh, sweet. Yeah, you guys are looking at my TV right now, aren't you? I forgot about that. Oh, look at that ugly mug. I need a shave.
So you got to see the tweet I sent out.
The tweet? Why is that?
Yes.
The twits?
I put the Gungan head on him.
Oh, this is going to be awesome.
Now I don't know how I can share it though. Can you show other people so people can see it?
Oh, that is so awesome. Oh, that is awesome. He did that in like 5 minutes. That is awesome. You're going on my phone right now. Save this. Oh, love it. Hey, I said love it. Oh,
I'm gonna steal it, and our Twitter feeds are in the description. So,
Yes.
is mine still there?
no, I don't think so. I can add yours in here though.
It's cool. It's on my channel. I have all my social media.
I just posted the link in the chat so people can check it out.
It's awesome. Oh man. I saved it. Oh, bravo. Bravo. Perfect.
Just looks exactly like that guy.
Oh. Oh, it looks like Witchy Jim is holding a. You're doing live stuff now, Witchy Jim. You guys hear me? Talk too soft. I talk too soft. Oh no.
Alrighty, now that that's done, do we want to start a second video, or do we want to do a little Q&A with our audience members, or what do we want to do?
Yeah, sorry, I got distracted.
There's about 30 minutes left.
Stop putting guns on people's heads, man. What are you doing?
Sorry, I got distracted by a tweet too.
Oh.
So what's the next video that we have on there?
You guys had 5 videos here.
Oh, you know what? Have you seen that video of that guy who's yelling at those people that there's no Santa Claus?
No.
All right, let me find it. Yeah.
Santa Claus ain't real.
Yep.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Ooh, Dorian's in trouble. But no, I was having some problems with that gelato container. That damn thing sucked. I ended up finally taking a screwdriver and jamming it in between the threads, twisting it.
All right, so I pasted another link in there. That link is the video. It's crazy pastor in Texas tells children mall that Santa's not real.
Open.
And it's not about Santa.
It's not about. Okay, hold on. Let me rewind it here. Where's my? It's been a long time, people. I'm sorry. This is. I'm embarrassed for myself.
Oh, that's all right. You're getting back into it.
It's like riding a bike. It's like riding a bike.
Yep.
Hi, it's Pastor Dave Grisham here for Last Frontier Evangelism. And today we're at the mall in Amarillo, Texas. And we're going to tell the children here today the truth.
Oh, Dorian, you need to see this. Dorian! Dorian! Get fucking help, Dorian! Dorian means devil because it's yeah.
Oh, what the hell was that, man?
There he's back now.
What, did you hear me all the way?
Felt sad for you. That's what I came back. So.
Oh. Don't worry. A lot of people are feeling sad for me. I kind of like it. Oh.
Hi, it's Pastor Dave Grisham here for Last Frontier Evangelism. And today we're at the mall in Amarillo, Texas. And we're going to tell the children here today the truth that there is no Santa Claus and that Christmas is about Jesus Christ. Jesus died on the cross to pay for their sins. And Jesus was born in a manger 2016 years ago. So here we go. We're going to tell them the truth. Folks, my name is Pastor David. Kids, I want to tell you today that there is no such thing as Santa Claus. Santa Claus does not exist. The Christmas season is about Jesus. Jesus was born 2,015 years ago. He was born in a manger in a small town called Bethlehem. And that's the truth about Christmas. The man you're going to see today is just a man in a suit, dressed up like Santa, but Santa does not exist. Santa's not real. And parents, y'all need to stop lying to your children and telling them that Santa Claus is real when in fact he's not.
All these little kids are there like, what the fuck?
The kids are like, wait, what? Santa's not real? That is so horrible. This is a horrible human being.
Oh, the guy's a dick.
Yeah.
I think one of the fathers was like pissed off guy. We already know this or some shit like that.
I have Santa Claus in the heart of your child for the truth of Jesus Christ. You are bearing false witness against God. Don't lie to your children and tell them there's such a thing as Santa when you know.
I will.
What?
I'll lie to my kids if I want to. Come on.
Right to my kids.
Yep.
How does Santa get around the world in one night? Fucking, I don't care. Don't believe in Santa.
That there are no flying reindeer. There is no workshop at the North Pole. There is no elves making toys. That you buy all the gifts and put them under the tree. That's all the truth. And there is no real Santa Claus. There is no Santa. It is not your place to lie to your children. Tell them the truth about Jesus Christ. Tell them the truth about what Christmas is all about. That it's about Jesus and it's not about Santa Claus. There is no Santa Claus. There is no Santa Claus. It's about Jesus. Tell them the truth.
Make all those kids woke.
Right? I love that June comes up to him. He's like, dude, stop. So calm too. I loved it.
He should have been all, yeah, and Easter Bunny's fake too.
Right?
all these little kids are like, what the fuck?
The tooth fairy, that's really just your mom.
And female orgasms. Female orgasms are not. Oh, I'm sorry. I pushed it too far.
Ow! Ow!
See, I told you Loki wasn't going to be here. We're going to turn sexist.
Oh. I think I split a seam. Oh. I hurt too much laughter. I gotta stretch. Oh.
Sir, don't put your hands on.
Go on. Quit talking your best. You understand me?
Keep your hands to yourself.
I got my kids over there. We don't need you coming over here and blabbing whatever the hell you blabbing.
I'm telling you the truth. That there is no Santa.
Tell them the truth.
I'm not leaving. I'm not leaving. You need to keep your hands to yourself, sir, and don't put your hands on people. That's
Don't come over here talking your mess.
And don't come over here and tell your children the truth.
Oh,
there is no Santa Claus.
That's not your decision for me to tell my kids what's the truth and what's not.
The truth is there is no Santa Claus. Okay. There is no Santa, and Christmas is about Jesus. The parents are all right. The parents are all right with lying to their kids. Yeah. Not your decision to make. That's a sin. It's a sin in the eyes of God. Kids, there is no Santa. Santa's not real. Your parents are lying.
There is a Santa.
Man.
That was hilarious. That is hilarious.
See, these kids, okay, so this is what happened. These kids are like, oh, we're going to go to the mall and see Santa Claus. They're all excited about it. Parents are all right, okay, let's go. We'll do some shopping. They go to the mall. They're waiting in line. This guy starts coming up, screaming all this nonsense.
Santa's not
Poor
real.
kids.
Santa's not real. No.
Hey, look. We're on here. Why are we on here?
Guess
This
who's
is
back?
right now.
Timestamp 000.
Oh wow, Illuminati confirmed or what?
Yeah.
Right? They want you to watch Heathen Haven. Watch Heathen Haven now.
Yep.
Oh
Well,
man.
we're still waiting for those for our Illuminati cards.
Oh yeah.
I gotta find the plastic parts to them. They're around here someplace. I know I have them someplace. But I
No,
got a snake.
we have to make the official Illuminati Heathen Haven Illuminati cards, membership cards.
Stamped from real platinum bricks and stuff like that, and
And
100%
6 cents.
Yes.
I got a snake.
Sure.
Yeah, it's snakes. Oh, so I had a lot of fun tonight. Oh, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, it's good having you back.
It was really good to be back. I miss this. I really do. I actually miss YouTube a lot.
Yeah.
I miss the headaches. I miss wanting to drink bleach all the time.
So are you still working?
I'm actually in between jobs right now. I'm kind of working part-time in a bunch of different places right now.
Oh, okay.
What really sucks though is I got like a little kink in my plan. Because I'm trying to move to another city not too far from here. The problem is I don't drive.
Oh, yeah.
And a friend of mine that was helping me out, she ended up, we had a really bad storm up this way, blizzard, and she ended up wiping out. So she's okay. Her car is not. Her car is.
That sucks.
So now we're trying to figure out how to get me up there and continue my job hunts over there, so that way I can get money and actually, finally move out there. Get established.
Now, because of your injuries, were you eligible for like SDI?
No.
No? Oh.
Nope. Absolutely not. Wow. My state is actually huge sticklers on giving out SSI to.
Or no, not SSI. It's disability insurance.
No, I'm still a working body. So.
Oh, really? Okay.
As they say, as long as you can walk, you can work.
Even if we have to prop your ass up with a stick, you're working.
It's coming to that. It's coming to that. I feel it.
If you can lean a little bit against the wall, you're all right. You can work.
See this wall? This wall right here. I just want you to hold it up. I'll give you 5 cents an hour for it.
5 cents an hour.
Oh, I wish I could get paid for holding up walls. I'll do that all day long. I don't give a damn.
Yeah, really. What is the minimum wage in your state?
Federal, which is now $7.50, $7.25, $7.50, something like that.
Oh wow!
So wow, you guys are low.
Yep.
We follow federal.
Yeah.
Federal minimum wage.
Yeah, because out here the minimum wage is $14 an hour, I think.
Statewide.
Yeah, in California, yeah. But it's not federal, it's state.
Yeah, because what I want to do is I want to still live in Wisconsin. We call 2 cities. One's in Wisconsin, one's in Minnesota. So Superior's in Wisconsin, Duluth is in Minnesota, and we call them, up here we call them the Twin Ports. They're right next to each other. You just got to cross a bridge, and that's it. But I was planning on working out in Duluth because the McDonald's out there starts at $11 an hour. I'll make some sandwiches for $11.
And is it a pretty big city?
Combined, yeah, it's pretty big. Duluth itself is, I wouldn't say metropolitan, but it's close.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
A lot of job opportunities, and Superior, since it's in Wisconsin, living's a lot cheaper. Like, you can rent a house, like a 3-bedroom house, for like $800.
Wow.
So that's, 3-bedroom house with 3 people, $800.
Yeah, it's doable.
And one works. My friend works at Walmart, making almost $12 an hour. I'll be working at McDonald's, making $11 an hour. Do that full time. Forget about it. Oh, I got heartburn like a motherfucker.
It'll just be the 2 of you renting, or will it be 3 of you renting?
There was supposed to be a third, but she quit her job recently, so it's like.
But still, but if you guys split the rent, that'd be $400 each, so that would be doable if you're both working full time.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. That one place we looked at. Well, one of the places we looked at was like $625. It was a 2-bedroom, and we figured that if it was just going to be us two, then yeah, that would have been.
Yeah, that's even less. That's $300 each. Yeah, that'd be good.
I think we have to pay utilities, all utilities. No.
Yeah, probably.
I don't remember. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, you Americans. You Americans are funny.
Well, how much do you make, Dorian?
I make enough.
Oh, okay. You don't want to tell us, huh?
I'm comfortable. So.
Okay.
He makes mad Monopoly money. That's for damn sure.
Do they have?
Well, when you're a
minimum...
pimp, you can do anything.
Yeah. Do they have a minimum wage up in Canada, Dorian?
Yes, it's like 13. Yeah, it's like 13.50 or whatever where I'm at right now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And then do you rent?
I rent a basement suite. Yeah.
Okay.
A basement suite.
Yeah.
You
guys don't have basement suites in there? It's like
a basement suite.
It's just a basement with a kitchen, a laundry room, a couple bedrooms.
Oh.
Stand up, look out the window, and watch people's ankles walk by. But hey, a tornado comes by, you're safe.
Right? It just sucks when you flood.
Yeah, right. A flood, you're dead, but tornado, you're okay.
Oh. Too much fun.
So when's that video coming out, Dorian?
It'll be out Tuesday. I'm going to finish filming it and editing tomorrow, and then have it scheduled for maybe 7:20 in the morning. So 8, or no, that'd be like 6:20 you guys' time. So
6:20 a.m.
Well, that'd be for you guys. Like for me, it'd be 7:20. So
why do you release it so early in the morning?
I don't know. I'm still trying to gauge where most of my followers watch it and stuff like that. So.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I've noticed that it's anywhere between, with my subscribers at least, and I think we share a lot of the same subscribers. It's anywhere between like 5 and 10 o'clock at night. But that's central. So.
Because I usually release mine around 11 a.m. That seems to be a good time. But
yeah, because I've been going through my analytics and stuff like that. Like most of my audience is actually from the U.S., so which is funny.
Of course.
My general audience like age is 35 to 44, and males. So.
Bunch of old perverts watching you, huh?
Right.
Hey, that Dorian guy, he put out another video.
Well, I do have one guy. This is the strangest thing. I have one guy. Whenever I make a video criticizing white racists, he attacks me, like not physically, but in the chat room. But when I make stuff about black racists, he's quiet. It's just, I don't get it. So
Yeah, I know. Yeah, it's hypocritical. It's like, yeah, I know. Yeah, I get people who do that too because they don't quite understand that I'm still like a Democrat. I'm still very liberal. I'm still very, but I also have conservative views. So I'm very like in the center. So it's like people will say racist stuff about like black people, and I'll speak out against it. And then they'll see me posting stuff about racism towards white people. They're like, yeah, right on, woo woo. I'm like, yeah, but you don't understand. I don't like racism towards anyone. You know,
Exactly.
yeah.
I don't
like
care
it's
who you are.
period.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I know exactly what you mean, Dorian. It's like they're all happy when you're calling out racism for somebody else, but when you're calling out racism coming from your own, they're like, hey, now you can't be saying that.
It's like, oh, you're a traitor.
Yeah,
What is
exactly.
this?
I thought you were cool, man. I'm not that cool.
Why don't you have the swastika tattoo on your head yet? You can get it. No. How about just no, you stupid fuck. Crawl back under the fucking hood where you came from.
Yeah, like I had some exchange with this guy when I was talking about the Illuminati, and he kept asking me if I was Jewish. I was like, why does it matter if I'm Jewish? And he's like, because the Jews are behind all these conspiracies, and if you're a Jew, I can't trust you. What the fuck?
It's just way too fucked up.
Yeah, it is. I ended up like screen capping him and then blocking his ass.
Nice.
Yeah. Or no, he deleted all of his tweets. Or no, excuse me, his comments.
Well, I've got some comments recently. Like, I'm gonna try to find it here. It's like, oh, here we go. Dorian J is the all-knowing, 100% right YouTuber yet again, in like the most sarcastic way. And this is one that's like, I'm sorry, but I had to unsub. People may have a different view than you, but you make it look like you are better than them. You are you are better at playing games and laughing than just being judgmental and higher up on everybody. It's just like,
fine, no skin off my back. You don't like my channel, get the fuck out.
Exactly.
There's the button.
Why do people bother telling you that they're gonna unsub? Like you're gonna like, oh no, wait, no, I take it all back. I'm so sorry. Wait, please, no, don't unsub.
it's just like, oh, I'm sorry. I should have been kinder to that person saying that I'm a monster for my skin color, or that person is being mean because a person of a different skin color disagrees with them. I'm so sorry. Racism is okay. I mean, racism is not okay. What do I say? What do I do?
Please show me the way. Guide me.
Oh man, yeah, I don't understand some people on the internet. Like I've had people unsubscribe from my channel and everything. They never said because of whatever reason or whatever, and it's like, when you see your number go down, it kind of it hurts a little, but there's always going to be other people that like your shit.
Yeah, well, I always figure what'll happen is you'll have subscribers who actually just like you for your material. And also, I don't understand, like there's a lot of people that I'm subscribed to that I don't always agree with. Like there's a lot of people I absolutely disagree with who I sub to. I mean, I still watch their content, and some of them I respond to and others I don't. It's really weird. It's kind of like this mentality, like if somebody goes against like one thing, suddenly you have to like completely get rid of everything. You have to completely eliminate them from your life. It's like, they're just like creating this echo chamber around them. Doesn't make any sense.
And that's the worst way to live too, is surrounding yourself with just yourself, basically. Like, well, I don't want to say like-minded people, but just you, period. Like copies of you, being in that bubble, that safe space. you got to venture out of the box sometime and listen to, opposing opinions, or else you're just not going to learn shit, period.
Yeah.
Hey, your mic is doing some weird thing where it kind of comes in and then it fades out.
Mine is?
Yeah, yours.
Can you hear that?
Yeah, we can hear it now. But like when you're talking, it kind of fades out a little bit. We can still hear you, but it's just you sound fainter.
I might have to check the software of this thing.
Yeah, now it sounds okay. Yeah, maybe the wire was coming loose or something.
Better not be $60 headphones. I've only had them for like 3 months.
Well, do you hear it, Dorian?
Yeah, I hear it. It's really, really loud, and then it just backs right off. And
I don't know. I don't know but I had to check my software, see if there's something wrong with it. Maybe re-download it or something.
Yeah. Could be.
Because all I'm using is just a standard Sony headset and stuff. Like not even headset, it's Sony headphones and extension cable. So
he's got the MacGyver system going there. He's got he's got like a paper clip with a magnet and copper wire.
You want to know how MacGyver my setup is? You want to know? Okay, let me just.
Oh shit! Here we go. Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on.
He's got a duct tape to his screen.
First, I got my actual computer monitor right here. This is the actual monitor. This is just a spare TV I had, and I got all these cables coming out the side here. Some of them are cables that allow me to connect it to my PC right there. My light that I use is a cheap tripod I bought at a thrift store.
Wait, show your computer again. Is that a fucking server?
No,
your tower. Look at the size of that thing. It's like the size of your dresser. What is that thing? A fucking server?
Well, yeah, that's
no, but it's powerful enough. Like this right here.
How old is that thing?
Well, this is a Frankenstein build. There's pieces in here from 3 years old to brand new. So
wow.
I got my little library behind me there. So like this is all like I'm not sure if I can even show it, but everything I got in here. Like, look at that. Boom, right there. Value Village.
$24.99. Value Village.
Everything in my room is MacGyvered. Like, my YouTube studio. MacGyver.
Hey, if it works, right?
Exactly.
It does, and no one can see that off camera. Like, on camera, I got my stuff right here. And, yeah, like, my computer is only probably about $2,000 worth of stuff in it. And then everything else is maybe $100 put together. So
there you go.
Nice. Hey, it works.
Right.
Dollar store, thrift store, and bargain shopping. That's how I set up my YouTube studio.
Yep.
You got to start out.
Did you pretty much build your own computer?
Oh, I got help. My older brother works in IT.
Oh, okay.
So I got lots. Like I got a Wi-Fi card in there that costs about $250.
Wow.
I got it for about $100. So
nice.
My Wi-Fi dongle cost me like what was it, $50? But it's from Walmart.
I wasn't able to stream before. Like, if you guys remember before, every time I streamed, it would always break up and like freeze or pause.
Yeah.
Now it doesn't because I got the new Wi-Fi card. So
there you go.
Yeah.
My computer didn't have a Wi-Fi card, and it fucking pissed me off. I was trying to figure out for the longest time how to get my Ethernet cable from my buddy's router all the way back here. And it's like, no. Plus, he's got a kid, so the kid messes with the cords. So I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna buy a Wi-Fi dongle.
Yeah. I don't have a Wi-Fi card of mine.
Well, it's just cool though. Like for setting up a YouTube studio, you can do it slowly over time, and like everything. My light stand, a $5 tripod, a $10 snake lamp, an LED light bulb, and a little piece of like a little plastic bag so it's not too bright. And then I have proper lighting now. It's just
nice.
You get little life hacks. So.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
That works. That works. All right, guys. Well, I'm working on a video myself. I'm hoping to put out by Wednesday because I've been lagging on content for the past couple of weeks. So I think I'm going to cut out early.
And I got a beautiful Santa Claus is actually Saturn in disguise. So I got that coming out Tuesday.
And I have nothing. I'm trying to find something.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for hosting, Mad. Good to have you back. And hopefully we'll see you next time. I'm gonna drop out. I'll see you guys. All right.
All right. You take care.
See you later, man.
All right. Bye.
All right, Dorian. You're gonna go back. You're gonna go bye-byes too. Everyone goes bye-byes.
All right, I'll go bye-byes. See you guys later. Thanks for coming by, and hopefully I'll see you guys on Tuesday. So,
Are you doing a live stream Tuesday?
I want to, but I might do it on Thursday instead. So,
All right. So everybody keep on an eye out for that.
I found a really funny video. So,
There you go.
all right, have a good one, everybody.
Those who are left, I'll be follow me on Twitter at MadwitchYT. I will be posting what do you call those polls? That's what it's called, a little poll, yes or no kind of answer dealios. And this one is going to be, do you guys want me to host a Fan Friday? We haven't done a Fan Friday for fucking ever. So, yeah, check me out on Twitter. And as always, blessed be.